Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing a game I'm quite excited to feature on the channel actually, The Case of the Golden Idol. Now, this came out a couple of months ago. I didn't sort of look too much at it at the time, just the art style is unique, let's say. And it put me off a little bit in honesty, but it kept getting great reviews, and I played the demo and just thought, you know, this is actually really amazing. So I did pick it up and I thought I will play it on my channel. I loved Return of the Obra Dinn. I think that was one of my favourite games of the year it came out. And this is very much along the similar theme to that, in that you're kind of trying to deduce what's going on in a scene. It's a bit like it's like a living diorama type thing. I'm going to select with the highlights. It is the recommended experience. So things we can interact with will give off this little sparkle here. And it is the recommended one anyway, and I don't want to be pixel hunting, basically, with the stuff we can interact with. It's going to be difficult enough as we move through the chapters to you know, to put names to everyone and what's going on. So prologue: an abrupt termination of contract. Here we go. So this is the scene. It's sort of like a second in time that is being played out here. We've got things we can click on. And this is exploring mode. If we click on thinking mode, this is what we've got to work out. We've got to work out who pushed who from the cliff in the something of something on Monkey Paw Island. So people and location. So we've got to work out who's going, you know, what's going on. So this one is going to be quite easy. But let's start off with looking in this bag. Well, both these bags. So in the green bag we have 2 bags filled with coins and gems. Tobacco pouch and pipe cleaner. In the second bag, we have a bag of medical instruments and some medicine. A golden statue with a red stone and a bag filled with coins and gems. Okay. Let's click on this guy, the one who is pushing someone from the cliff. I knew what you were plotting, you snake! So in his possession, he has a pipe. He has a letter dated January 5th, 1742. Both parties agree to these terms for the expedition to Monkey Paw Island. Albert Cloudsley has rights to 2/3 of all valuables for funding the expedition. So what we can do, we can click on the names and it will add it to our thinking screen. Oberon Geller has rights to 1/3 of all valuables and any golden statues found for providing the map to the expedition site. There, so we've added all the names that we can. Let's do it again. Now we know the doctor is Oberon Geller. Albert Cloudsley is the other guy. That's what we've learned. Let's quickly click on this guy as well. So he's got the scalpel. So that would imply he's the doctor, I would think. He's got a copy of the same letter. It is exactly the same. A medicine bottle and a map. So this is going to help us find the location. So we have Horn of Finger, Ruins of Xenopolis, Horn of Thumb, Bay of Shadows. Right, so all this stuff has been adding to our deduction list. So let's go into thinking mode. So this guy falling is the doctor, wasn't he? So the doctor was Oberon Geller, and that means the esquire was Albert Cloudsley. There we go. All identities are filled in correctly. When a scroll is correctly filled in, these words can be dragged directly into slots. So we know that Albert Cloudsley pushed Oberon Geller from a cliff in the something of something on Monkey Paw Island. Oh, camp in... If we go back to exploring, I don't know if... I just brute forced this in the demo when I played it. I don't know if there's a way to tell exactly where they are. They're on a cliff, overlooking a beach. Let's see if we can work it out from the map. So I think we're looking out. I think it might be Horn of Thumb. Let's see if that works. Camp in Horn of Thumb. Yes, okay, because I was thinking we're probably looking across the bay to the ruins, aren't we? So now we should just be able to off a cliff in the Horn of Thumb on Monkey Paw Island. There we go. The scroll has been fulfilled. First case solved. This is the easiest one. It's just to kind of teach you the mechanics. While Dr. Oberon Geller was surveying the poor weather with his looking glass, his expedition partner, Albert Cloudsley Esquire, suddenly pushed him off the cliff. Right. So we're going to move on. We've done this one, so let's move on to this next one now. Chapter 1. Complications in the family. The untimely passing of a rural gentleman. The rural juror. Lots to explore here. So let's start off here. We have what looks like the same golden idol from the first game. Well, there's a horse going by. Let me just grab the horse. There's a boat, a yacht in the river. We have a jacket here. It's got sort of surveying equipment in it. On the desk, we have a few things. We've got a letter. Spontaneous combustion. I, Sebastian Cloudsley, so he is some sort of relative or descendant of the guy who pushed the guy off the cliff in the first chapter, will share my humble contribution to the science of anatomy and chemistry. What's this book? This is his journal. August 22nd, 1786. 12 o'clock. Woke up. A beautiful day. Washed and dressed in my dining attire. Had a beautiful roast duck for lunch. Changed into my hunting attire. Rode to hunt badgers. Had no luck today and returned home. Changed to my researching attire. I think that's probably what's hanging on the chair. Changed to my dining attire we've already grabbed. Had a tasty beef loin for supper. Filled in my diary and went to bed to continue reading for my research. Okay. I think we've gleaned all we can from that. Got a picture here. So this is him eating. That would appear to be his dining attire then. This sort of blue coat with like green panels and stuff. Which is not, we'll notice, which is not what he's wearing. This man is not breathing. His head is badly wounded. A ring with a ruby. Okay. What's this? This is a calendar. It's the 23rd of August. What does his journal say? 22nd. So that's the previous day. We have a ladder, which is a tall, rickety ladder. And we've got this book hanging out called Lead Poisoning, Henry Clover. So I think we've probably clicked on everything we can in this scene. Let's move to thinking. So we need to work out who the man is. Lord of something passed away in his bed. Cause of death was a something which occurred when he fell from a something while he was something. Okay, well, we think he's Sebastian Cloudsley. There we go. So we need to name his attire. So he's got his dining attire there where he's eating. He's got his researching attire there. And he's got his... which would mean this is his hunting attire here, wouldn't it? There we go. So those two are done. So we can drag his name over here. Well, he was... Now, we're going to say hunting to match up with that. We know what he was wearing when he fell. The cause of death was a... oh, here we go. Head wound. Head wound. Which occurred when he fell from... Well, if he was hunting, one would assume it was a horse. So we don't know where he's lord of. So let's go back to exploring, because I think I didn't click on this map, did I? So we have Woodshire, Crow Tower, and Blackfield. And there are some sigils with this. So I don't know if there's anything here that would kind of give away which place he's from. Kind of looking for... Has he got his little sigil anywhere? I mean, we can brute force it, is the thing. Like, we know it's one of three options. It would be nice to kind of see, you know, what the actual solution is. I mean, I do know which one it is. As I said, I did brute force it in the demo. Like, I think it's Blackfield. Well, I guess we don't need to brute force it, because we can see there's a river outside with the yacht, and neither of the other two places has water outside. So it's that one. It's Blackfield. The scroll has been fulfilled. While the Lord of Blackfield was hunting, his horse threw him off, and he suffered a deadly wound to the head. So we're going to move on to the next scenario now. What's this? Interesting. So we're on here, and this actually wasn't one of the ones in the demo. So I haven't done this one before. The dramatic departure of an outsider. So remember, he wrote that book on spontaneous combustion, which is what appears to be happening here. What's this? A scorched horse brush. A scorched knife. Okay. What have we got here? Spare me, devil, I was simply following orders. A knife. Astonishing Monkey Man, property of Pear Brothers. Okay. Who's this chap? What the blazes? August Jockey Club Derby. Race 3, win Raging Sultan. So he's got a betting slip. Nothing I can click on here, though. Now, it's all the same to you. I will take my leave. He's got the golden statue. What does this do? It's got like a little switch in there. Can't click on it, but interesting nonetheless. He's got a letter. Spontaneous combustion. To perform the combustion trick, you must first cast a freezing spell. The sacred glyphs for combustion on the idol. So it's like a shepherd's crook, like a circle within two lines and that. Is that what is on the idol? Yes. So he's done some sort of trick, this guy. A ring with a ruby. £1, 2 shillings, 2 pence in cash. Interesting. Ash Blair, finest tobacco. Prepare the carriage for tomorrow. We are to visit my nephew, E.C. Okay, what's he got in here? A saddlebag with E.C. on it. A dagger. What's this? A stable rota for Adam and James. Horse grooming. Okay, so we... And do it properly, you lazy oafs. So we might need to work out what day of the week it is somewhere. Like a little dragon symbol above the door. And we got this guy. What an unexpected turn of events. This is EC, I think, because he's got the embroidered handkerchief. Dear Edmund, it has reached my attention that you are seeking a capable new servant. I have just the man for you. David Goran is an experienced coachman with a diverse set of talents that I am sure you will find very useful. If you are displeased with the services, do not hesitate to let me know. Yours, Theo. Okay. He's got a stiletto blade. London Gazetteer. Monday, September 7th, 1786. Lord Edmund Cloudsley's speech does Parliament. So I think EC must be Edmund Cloudsley. Oh, we can head inside as well. What's this? Fat Lord Pair Twins. Oh, AJ are the Pair Twins. Yeah, we got some sort of embroidery here. Cubit. Who's this? My apologies, he can be so bad here sometimes. Whatever that means. 6 rings with various stones. £4, she's quite wealthy. An ornamental guitar blade. A fan. Shamal Bat. Simshana Batisi. Okay, interesting. What's this? Nicholas Maker, attorney. I would not have expected one of your family to treat a legal document in such a way. I am appalled. Another ring with a ruby. Money. Reading of the last will and testament of Sebastian Clousey. That's the guy who died in the last scene. So, Edmund, which we think is the guy outside. We've got Rose, who I think might be the lady here. Sebastian Clousey is the one who died. Beatrix Batley married Peter Batley. And Willard Wright. 4 inheritors, all present. So, I think we've got Edmund and Rose. Willard, I don't know. And Peter Batley, who I also don't know. So you see the scenes are getting more complicated. Aphorisms by Sebastian Cloudsley. How to be happy. Eat a hearty meal every day and do not waste your time on trivialities. How to avoid being upset. Strive for that which holds meaning and do not shrink from responsibility. How to be inspired. Take a walk in your forest and breathe the fresh air. How to avoid being scared. Feeling scared is a weakness. Be strong instead. Okay, it's given us some verbs there. What have we got here? Dear Willard Wright. Okay. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. I bequeath to you the gold, blah, 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 the idol of Xenopolis. Okay. I want you to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics. Therefore, I bequeath to you the notes from the research I've undertaken on astronomy. I grant you leave to finish and publish it. Okay. Late sister, your mother, financial troubles, bequeath to you compilation of my aphorisms to clearly lack in your life, which you say. Okay. Okay, we've done that one. We met so rarely, blah blah blah. Bequeath to you the Blackfield Manor, maybe? I, Sebastian Cloudsley of Blackfield County, being in bodily health and of sound and disposing mind and memory, nominate and appoint Nicholas Maker as executor of my last will and testament. Okay, what have we got here? Someone's put £50 on a horse. It's quite a lot of money for these days. Dear Peter Batley, we have sent you frequent reminders concerning the settlement of your debt, and yet, to date, the debt remains unpaid. We humbly request that you make your payments as soon as possible, or we will be forced to take the matter into our own hands. The debt currently stands at £255. Wow. Alright, so we have found 26 of 26 things for our thinking page. So, I think this is Edmund Cloudsley, this guy outside. Oh, where's Edmund? Edmund Cloudsley. This guy is the Nicholas Maker, I think, the lawyer, isn't he? There's only one woman sort of in this, and it's going to be Rose. Hang on, let's go back. Oh, why is it zoomed in? Oh, there we go. Yeah, where did I learn her surname? Cubert. It was Rose Cubert. Right. Okay, well, those are the easy ones out of the way. I think we'll have to go back out here. So he'll be one of the Pear brothers then, won't he? Who got the idol in the will? All right, we've got to. Okay, well, let's go back into here, and we'll have a look at the will stuff. It's going to be difficult to work out. R. Rose Cuthbert. Did anyone have a book of astronomy on them? So who was this betting letter addressed to? Peter Batley. I think Peter Batley is the guy with the betting slip in his pocket. This one. So Peter Batley. I think this must be Dave Gorham, because he's got Edmund's saddlebag and he's his coachman, isn't he? So I think that's Dave Gorham. Yeah, this one. Okay. So I think this is a pair brother. I'm not as yet sure who the other one is. Maybe the one who's burning, because I think this is the guy that inherited the statue who's not... So there. Let's see if there's any way to work out which pair brother this is. Oh, A. He's got an A in the handle of his knife. Good. Okay, so well, that's A. That's Adam pair. And I'm going to guess that's James pair. In fact, let's have a look at that. Another look at his scorched knife. Did it have a J in it? It does. Okay, great. So we can probably work out now who this guy is. It must be Willard Wright. There we go. All identities correct. Now I've got to work out who got what. Well, I think Willard Wright has the idol in his possession, so I think that's him. I mean, it says my late sister, your mother, disclosed and resolved to her. I bequeath your compilations of aphorisms. I'm going to guess that's Peter Batley because of his betting slips. It kind of says, you know, he lacks direction and stuff. Sharp mind, better use than mere politics. Could be Edmund Cloudsley. And then she left for the colonies. She's got loads of, I think it's mainly Indian stuff. There we go. So we've worked out who got what. Okay. Someone was... okay, well, suddenly James Pear died from spontaneous combustion and ordered so-and-so and so-and-so to take the... I'm going to say that's golden idol. Take the idol from Willard Wright. And that's why he set fire to them. Who would have ordered that, though? I think it's probably upset to receive aphorisms, because that was chucked on the floor, wasn't it? Who received the aphorisms? Peter Batley. Alright, so I say it was him, because he's got the gambling debts to pay off as well, remember? Peter Batley was set to receive aphorisms in Sebastian Cloudsley's will, and ordered Adam Pear and James Pear to take the idol from Willard Wright. Suddenly he died from spontaneous... There we go. Peter Batley, encumbered by his gambling debts, had placed high hopes on his uncle's testament. Upon discovering he had inherited nothing but a book of aphorisms, he tore up the will and ordered his servants to take the golden statue from the stranger Willard. Suddenly, one of the servants burst into flames. There we go, cool. What does this mean? Oh, okay, that's just, yeah. Okay, so let's move to the next chapter. So this was another one I did in the demo. So let's play this one. Chapter 2, The Cursed Inheritance, The Murder of the Little Mermaid. Yeah, so let's work our way through the stuff here. So we'll work left to right. There's a guy out there. Why did that bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read? You can lie low for a couple of days in the old oarsman's place down at the docks. Piece of stale bread. An old rusty half of shears. A trapdoor in the ceiling. An empty bed, not warm. Those are forget-me-nots. We have a locked door. Oh, no, this goes downstairs. Let's carry on up here. A trapdoor in the ceiling. Revenge, RR. And that appears to have been written by this guy, I would think. Revenge, RR. Dandelions. Locked door. Now we've got this guy. A walking cane. Ring with a ruby. The man is not breathing. Oh, we've got a night watchman outside. Alarm! Alarm! A break-in! Watchman number 2, Henry Parker. Got an alarm rattle. Got a lantern and a spear. Shards of glass lie in the mud. On the outside, we notice. What's this? So we have, to my dear Maurice, in this guy's room. The watch is ticking. Okay. Little music box. A washing bowl filled with slightly bloody water. Dear proud beast master, I have attended our departed brother's send-off and accepted the keepsake that he bestowed upon our brotherhood in his will. Okay. I think this must be from Willard Wright, who got the idol. I've attended our dear brother's send-off, so reading the will, accepted the keepsake, the idol, that he bestowed upon our brotherhood. I shall send this letter tomorrow, September 10th, in the hope it will reach you without delay. Already it is midnight. I will retire to my bed, for this has been a long day. May Griffin awaken, proud beast initiate. Okay, secret society stuff. Okay, I think we've seen everything here. So let's head downstairs. We've got quite a lot going on here as well. This guy. Tell me, what does that man have that I lack? He's got a small sword, key, 7 pence in his pocket, and a hand of cards. On the table, we have... Ooh, a bunch of gambling losses and stuff. Okay, will say up front that I didn't really use this to work out who was who when I did the demo. Just deal the next one. It's all luck anyway. Now, I think he was the groom in the previous scene. Edmund Cloudsley's guy. Hand of cards. Remember, you as an agent of our trading company have to reflect its values to the fullest. Never be late. The client leaves the port on the 10th. Be persuasive. Do not take no for an answer. We must get the client's product. Be effective. Once you have the product, deliver it to me immediately with a servant boy. Most importantly, no matter what you do, be mindful of our reputation. Our names must remain spotless. We got this guy. Oh, mother, forgive me. I will never gamble with something so dear to me again. A violin. A Navaja folding blade. A key. And The Little Mermaid Inn. Amazing Evans's musical performance. So this is something Evans, I would think. Robert Redruth. He looks very much like the guy who was standing outside who couldn't read. Tab. Green, 4 glasses of wine. Brieg, 3 glasses of wine. Blair, 1 glass of wine. Look at that. September 9th. Dandelion Room. Willard Wright. Yes, so he was the guy who's been killed. Forget-me-not Room. Ash Blair. Okay. Then we have the innkeep here. Where did that blasted boy go? I really need a piss. Dear Oscar Boyton, it's come to our attention that the good owner of the Little Mermaid offers services to those who want to transfer products that are less agreeable to the authorities. I'll come by in 3 days. If you still have some spare space in your gin barrels and you're willing to earn some extra money, reach out to me. Got a kitchen knife, ring of keys, and a partially peeled lemon. Door to the street is shut with a latch. We still have 3 things we haven't discovered here. Reasonably sure we got everything down here, so maybe I've missed something upstairs. Let's have a look. Couldn't see anything to click on in that letter. There must be something down here I've not clicked on. Oh, did I not click on her? Be calm, John. He was a perfect gentleman. He bought me a drink and then retired upstairs. Hand of cards to Annie. You are beautiful like a rose. For you I will take any blows. Annie, you are like a glass of wine. Your hair is very fine. I will find gold in a mine if that will make you forever mine. Your piglet full of love. Sister Blade, keys, bit of money in her pocket. Alright, got all the clues now, so let's work through this. Pretty sure this is Paul Willard, who has already lost his golden idol. Oscar Boyton was the landlord. I know this is something Evans. She's Annie. He's Robert Redruth is the guy who couldn't read. And the rest we're a little unsure of, so working through this, Willard Wright, yeah, M.E. Maurice, probably Maurice Evans then. That's the only surname with E that begins with E that we've got. So we have an A.G. and an A.B., which doesn't help particularly. An O.B., that's Oscar Boynton, isn't it? J.B., it's probably John something. So what's left? I think he's Henry Parker, I think. The Night Watchman. So we basically got Briarg, Blair, Ash and John. Let's just try this. I can't remember the right solution to this, so we'll just try it. Annie is green, I think. I think he's Briarg. And Ash Blair was the name of the tobacco pouch this guy had in the previous one, even though he wasn't using that as a name. So yeah, okay. So we can fit the names onto here now. So Annie, green, Willard Wright, Maurice Evans. We've got Annie Green again. John Brieg. OB is Oscar Boyton. AG, Annie Green. John Brieg. Ash Bless, that should be right. There we go. So I think we can say that Robert Redruth was the killer. Robert Redruth crept into Willard Wright's room through the... Huh. I think it was probably the trapdoor. I think he might have escaped through the window. Well, something, something, and something were playing cards. Okay, well, it's these guys, isn't it? So John Brieg, Annie Green, and Ash Blair were playing cards with loud music. A fight ensued upstairs, and Willard Wright got stabbed with... well, Robert Redruth was carrying the shear, wasn't he? So is that it? No. Alright, let's take out trapdoor. We can try window. Nope. Door. No, okay, we've got something else wrong then. Interesting. I mean, these are right. We know who everyone is. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, no, wait. It could have been Ash Blair that killed him. Because he's the guy from the previous scene, isn't he? Right through the trapdoor. Hang on. While John Brigg... we need to change this. Well, so Willard Wright died, so it can't be this game. Ash Blair's playing this game, so it can't be that. It must be Oscar Boyton was also playing cards instead of Ash Blair. 2 or less slots are incorrect. Okay, well, okay, so he didn't... Not the shear, then. What did Ash Blair have in his pocket? Was he the Navaja? Let me just go back to exploring. We'll just look. No, he had just a dagger. Okay, with a dagger. There we go. A man going by the name of Ash Blair crept into Willard's room through the trapdoor to steal something important. But when he opened the music box, it woke Willard up and a fight ensued. In the fracas, Ash stabbed Willard and attempted to frame an escaped convict. There we go. Good morning, innkeeper. I heard a man was murdered here a week ago. Oh, a deranged convict did him in. Now bugger off. Tell me more about the evening when Willard Wright died. That will make it worth your while. Intriguing. Okay, I think we'll do one more for this episode. And we've done all the scenes that I played in the demo now, so I don't have any more insight into any of these. The intoxicating dinner party. What have we got, little boy here? These sure are fine coats. He's got an expensive cigar. Little Pip, run to the city and grab me some Ash Blair tobacco and a bottle of gin. I'll pay you when I'm back, David. All right, well, let's put a name on him immediately. So that is Little Pip. Some coats, an overcoat and a hat. There's some cigars in this one. There's a note in here. Dear Miss Richards, I enjoyed your company tremendously when I visited your father last month. I am certain that you would wish to hear the rest of my thoughts on the shortcomings of our society. I invite you and your father to a dinner on April 8th at my manor. Sincerely, Edmund Cloudsley. Dear Mary, here is something for your diary from me. For you, I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Batley. 1788, March 5th. Okay. We can go upstairs. We can also go in here. Let's just finish off here. So there is a syringe with some liquid in it hidden in this amphora on this statue. Let's head into this room. Alright, what have we got? Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. I do not read such dirty literature anymore. I do hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian served everything as instructed. Small simple key. Odd key. The dinner party will take place on April 8th. Everything should be ready before noon. Prepare roasted boar. Young Miss Richards appears not to enjoy meat, therefore prepare some alternative side dish. Mrs. Smith. 2 eggs and a pot of tea each breakfast. No heavy food for dinner. You are responsible for little Pip doing all his errands. Mr. Walker. I shall be woken up and dressed at 7 a.m. I expect to receive my daily newspaper by noon. Mrs. Baker. I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day, twice on the days I have visitors. N.B. David Goran's job requires that he may arrive or leave during night. No complaining about this. Well, okay. God, there's a lot going on in this one. What's this? Oh my goodness. Right. Monkey Man versus Striped Dark Hand. Monkey Man 2, Tooth for Tooth. Well, the Monkey Mans were the Pear Brothers, wasn't it? It won't be the one that burned, obviously. A couple of pennies, a fancy handkerchief, and a shiny pocket watch. A small bottle filled with amber liquid. Another weird key. Alright. This is the pantry. We have a pair of loaves of bread, potatoes, sack of flour, some lemons, a pair of opaque bottles labelled water, a cut vegetables, and a big piece of meat. Alright, so what's this? Okay, full and sealed bottles with red liquid labelled wine. A full and sealed bottle with amber liquid labelled brandy. What's this cow? To Mrs. Smith for 3 years of service. Well, I think she's Mrs. Smith, because Mrs. Smith seemed to be the cook, didn't she? So do I just put Mrs. Smith? Okay. Might be Mary, but we're not sure about that. This lady, of course I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. That must be Lucia. I assume you're itching to continue reading that scandalous novel. Small simple key. Dear Ada. Okay, Ada Baker, I think her name must be. I have to use this letter to share good news. There is no substance to the claims that your late husband used his position to squander church money. The judge has decided to remove all accusations, and you will be no longer a target of baseless gossip. I truly and sincerely hope this will provide some comfort in these dark times when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand. May our Lord steward over our poor souls. Okay, well, I think we can name the two women then. So we have Lucia Smith, and I think it was Ada... it was in his note, wasn't it? Ada Baker, I think that must be. Right, so I think we got them. What's in this door? The door to the outside, not locked. Okay, we can go upstairs via these stairs. A bit more to discover here, though. Candles. April 7th, this is from yesterday. Dear Diary, this has been an ordinary day, mostly spent in preparation for tomorrow's dinner event. I do believe the time has come for me to ask for a raise in salary. After all these years I have loyally worked here. Well, this is Mrs. Smith then, because she's got that 3 years service thing. It is a difficult conversation to be had, but I will strengthen my will and talk to the master about it tomorrow. It's under her bed. Print paint. Down with parasites. Too long have they feasted on our blood and sweat. Okay. Ink pot. Hortius, the wise slave. Fables about rulers that make you think. So maybe a bit of an anti-establishment sentiment there. Oh, this is Dave Thingy's room, isn't it? Goran, set of lockpicks. A dagger, a pistol. David, clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact. Okay. Well, let's head upstairs via this room. A pair of twig dolls and a bottle of pink ink liquid, partially empty. Once your target has ingested the love potion, establish eye contact and hold it for as long as possible. In most cases, the effects will be felt within 2 days, depending on your own appearances. Oh. Some money. I will not change the rule that the staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Do not bother me with such nonsense again. Yeah, so that was Lucia Smith's room at the bottom of the stairs. A knife. Yeah, okay. That might be Baker's room. Remember to take the 4th one from every row. Interesting. Candles. Raulo Cthulhu Star Child. Okay. Got some ink. Like servants' quarters on this side. Platinello, Ideal Republic. Visions of a utopia with order and structure. Dr. Abram Anderton, Secret Codes. Here we go. Such trivial ciphers as reading only the first word of every line are easy to produce on short notice, but extremely unsafe and easy to decode. Consider the simple example. Money as a denominator of value has evolved and changed a lot. So money has changed hands. Okay. So what was that? It said something about take only the... Remember to take the 4th one from every row. So we're going to find a note at some point. We've got to decode, I would guess. What's this? Got a safe. Due to the sensitivity of your stomach, I advise abstaining from alcohol for the next month. Also consider a glass of peptic tonic before eating to avoid upsetting your digestive system. Got some opium. 2 sealed bottles of cloudy liquid labelled peptic tonic. Got the desk. Dear Edmund, this cannot continue. Since my return and move to Sebastian's manor, he has asked for financial support 7 times. He clearly is unable to take any monetary responsibility. Please, I need your help, my dear brother. Probably referring to that Peter guy who's in lots of debt. Dear Edmund, I like your idea. Let's send him to the colonies where his violent nature will make him feel at home. I hear you're having dinner with Lady Mary and her well-to-do father Lothar. If Peter and I were to join you, we could beguile him with tales of adventures in the colonies so we can ship him away. Mrs. Baker, starting date 1787, August 1st. Position housemaid, yearly wage. Yeah, so she's a recent arrival, I think. Oh, more letters. Well, well, Edmund, you seem pretty pleased after the old boy passed away and a spot freed up for you in the House of Lords. Take care of those with whom you ally. I have many friends and will deal with you swiftly if you dare cross me. George Bridges. Huh. Oh, that's that one. Edmund Cloudsley, once more you have failed to answer our requisition. This is the last warning you will receive. Your transgressions against us demand amends. Your only course of action you have is to surrender yourself to our justice. Last chance for repentant serpent, or we will unleash one of our stewards upon you. Brotherhood of Masks. The revolution will come for the likes of you, you crooked bastard. Soon you will pay for your sins against honest common folk with your blood. Final Vanguard. We've almost got all the clues now. Dear Uncle, I hear you are interested in Lady Richards. I think you are too old for her. I shall court her instead. Secondly, please lend me £300. It is small change to you and I am desperately in need of it at present. Okay, what about this? Yes, they've got the gold idol in there. Only got 4 clues left, so let's go into here. Oh no, someone's dead. Oh wow, okay, so full glass of cloudy liquid, untouched. A salad, untouched. A partially empty glass of clear liquid. Partially empty glass of yellow liquid. Partially eaten salad. Red liquid. Cloudy liquid. Piece of roast. Partially eaten salad. Roast. Red. Amber. Red liquid and a cigar. Okay. This is going to be fun to work out. Who have we got here? This is horrible! An embroidered handkerchief. I can't see the name on it, though. But I'm thinking she's something Richards, because she's too young for this guy to be wooing. It's poison. Nobody touch a thing and nobody move. I'll send for a doctor right away. It's got a blue key and an orange key. And EC, yeah. We know this is Edmund Cloudsley. She does seem rather unwell. It's extremely upsetting. He's probably that's probably Lothar. Oh dear. This lady's not breathing and her face is blotched. I think she's had poison. A fan. Money. Yeah, that's Rose Cutler or whatever her name is. You killed my aunt, you devil! I should execute you on the spot! £2. Pack of cards. A fork. Oh my lord, this has nothing to do with me. Note to self. If you get frustrated when working, remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey, and you will feel better. Take the 4th from every line. Frustrated, tail, lord, and... Oh, okay. Ensure that the beautiful lady sits next to me during dinner, and I will slip you a shilling. Got a few keys. Okay, we've still got 4 clues we haven't found yet. What's under here? We have water, a roast, salad, brandy, wine, probably lemonade, and the Pepto tonic. Okay, got 1 more clue to find. Ah, little Pip. Anything in here again? I think it must be Mary Richards. Yeah, we might have enough to start going anyway. So I think the young lady is Mary Richards, I think. I think that's a well-to-do father. I think that's Lothar Richards. That's Rose Kubert. That's Edmund Cloudsley. We know this is Peter Batley. So who's left? Is it David Goran? Got the name Walker. Let's have a look through there. Dear Miss Richards, Edmund Cloudsley, and this is to Mary, so I think that one's right. Mr. Walker. Okay. So I think it's this guy. I think he's Walker. Maybe Brian Walker? Walker. Where did it go? Yeah. There we go. So we've got everyone's identities now. We're going to do the bedrooms now. So Lucia Smith, we think, is at the bottom. The one with the love potion is going to be Ada Baker. The top one had toys in, I think. So let's say that's Little Pip. So that must mean that Brian Walker is this one. Cabinet kitchen. What does that mean? Oh, okay. So yeah, so that's I think that's going to be Goran. David Goran. Let's go back to those upstairs bedrooms because I was kind of half remembering some of those. Okay, I think Little Pip is that one actually. Nope. So that would be Ada Baker. No. Maybe those swap. Alright, let's have a look at these bedrooms. I think this is Ada. It's got the love potion, the smutty book. That's what she liked. However, so I think she is this one. We'll just check. Is Little Pip in this one? No. Ah, all right. Let's go down and have a look. What was going on in this room? Ash Blair. Oh no. Okay, this would be Dave Thingy's room, wouldn't it? These must swap. Well, actually, it's probably Little Pip's room, isn't it? Let's swap some of these round. So I think Brian Walker is the top one. I think David Goran is this one. And so I think Little Pip is this one. Ah! Okay, let's try again. This one is definitely Lucia Smith. This one... It's got comics and stuff, so... I kind of feel that probably is Little Pip, then. I'm gonna put Little Pip back there. I'm pretty sure this is Dave Gorham because he's got David. Yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty sure these three. So is this one definitely not Brian Walker? I'll swap these ones then, but I don't think it's this way. Ah! Oh, look, I'm reasonably certain this is Ada because of the stuff that's in there. Okay, well, let's fill out some of the other slots that we know. So, Rose Cubert died. Poisoned the something and hid the necessary key in a... That'd be the... vase, wouldn't it? Is that the clue I'm missing? Oh, that's not a key. Okay. Those bedrooms are annoying me. Something to do with the keys they've got as well. Oh, what's this? Ooh. It's a grey key. Alright, so hid the necessary key in a bag, I think that must be. I need to know what was poisoned. I'm sure he must be there. Lucia, this is definitely David. So those two are correct. Oh, yeah, something... Okay, so that bag was hanging down there, so whoever... What if that is Little Pip? What if he's the killer? Okay, let's just empty out these slots because I don't know which one's correct. Like, I know these two. Lucia Smith, Ada Baker, David Goran. Try and work out who was sitting where at dinner. So in this bag we got 2 grey keys. So what would they have opened? Fourth one from every row. I'm sure this must be Ada. I'm so sure it's her because she's sort of like a hopeless romantic, isn't she? Use substance to remove target. Sincerely, Dark Hand Steward. Huh. Ada's the top room then. It's Ada. Yeah. Oh, she had the note. So I think it's Ada Baker. Poison the something. I think it must be Edmund. Oh, I know. Is it George Bridges? Poison the something. But 2 of them had that peptide thing. So I think... Let's go back and read the letters between them. Lady Mary and Toffee. Peter and I were to join you. We could beguile him with tales of adventures. Alright, let's go back to the dining room. Look at this table. So this one is actually wine. So I think Cloudsley is at the head of the table. And I'm guessing the peptide thing was poisoned, and that's what Rose Cubert drank. Because his is full, hers has been drunk. I would imagine that maybe that she's sitting next to Peter. And so I'll guess that he would have put the lady that he likes next to him. Which leaves Lothar here. No. It could be swapped, because Peter might have wanted to sit opposite her. Maybe husband and wife sit opposite each other? I'm pretty certain about these two, though. Okay, yeah. All right. Poison the... is it a tonic? Might not be tonic. What is it called, the thing? The cloudy liquid. What's that called? Oh, it is a tonic. Yeah, because if it was salad, everyone would have... It must be in the tonic. She's the only one that drank any. Maybe it's not George Bridges? Darkhan Steward maybe was the name in the letter, wasn't it? Oh... Ada Baker received encoded instructions from Darkhan's steward to poison Edmund Cloudsley. She used her ability to move freely throughout the rooms while cleaning and made a copy of the key to the medicine cabinet. She used a syringe to poison a sealed peptic tonic bottle. However, during the party, Rose asked for tonic and drank it first and died from the poison. Let's don't explore, because these two rooms are bothering me. I never got these. I mean, there's only two permutations it could be. Unless... I'm assuming Lucia Smith was the longest serving, but maybe it's Brian Walker. There we go, faulty assumption. So Lucia Smith actually didn't throw away that romantic book then. Yeah. So she was lying, and I assumed because she had the long service thing that meant that she'd been there longest, but apparently not. So there we go. This was... The Case of the Golden Idol, I think, is it called? Yeah. Which is, it's really good fun. And I love detective games. I mean, both the people who watched my Sherlock Holmes playthrough earlier in the year will know that. Yeah, just sort of testing the grey matter a little bit. And it is tricky, because I think about what we would have had to do is, no, that's the blue key. And we would have seen this guy has the blue key. So it looks like that. So she made a copy. And the copy... also looks like that. Yeah. Cool. No, I enjoyed that. It's good fun, and I'll keep playing it on the channel as well. So hopefully you'll come back and watch the next one as well and see where this goes. But thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please do hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel. That'd be amazing. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Did you work this out quicker than I did? I was quite slow on the uptake on these bedrooms. But yeah, and I hope to see you next time for more. Bye for now.